There's definitely some cruisers out there that all I can say, they're extra. That's the nicest thing I can say about them. They're extra. And then they write in comments. Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising. Welcome to today's video, and we're back. We have some cruise comments for you this week. We got some people that are honestly, they're just out there being extra. They're doing way more than they really need to be doing instead of just enjoying their cruise vacation. So let's jump in. I'm going to read these to you. You guys let me know what you think. Are these people right? Are these people wrong? Are these people really just needing to be put on a ship all by themselves, and then they could just spend the whole day making comments about each other, I guess? Now, first up today, got a comment from Virgin Voyages. And while I've never sailed on Virgin Voyages personally, I didn't even realize this was a thing or a concern on board cruise ships. At least it's never been one for me. I doubt it is one for the majority of passengers out there. And honestly, I don't even realize that this is a thing in real life. But let's see what they wrote. This is a genuine question. No need for hate. Will we feel out of place as a straight couple on the Resilient Lady? I get that it's very inclusive, but I don't particularly care to have anyone's orientation, straight or gay, projected on me 24/7. I just want to have a nice time with my husband and be kind to those around us. Is this really a thing? For all the cruises I've been on with Tiffany, my wife, I've never felt that anybody else on the ship has ever projected their orientation upon us. Is this some kind of problem that I've just never heard of before? Or is everybody just getting on the ship, enjoying themselves, having a great vacation, and then going home? So I'm not real sure where they're getting this or where this is coming from or what they're thinking, but yeah, I don't think this is the thing. I love comments that always end with "do better cruise lines." Those are always my favorite. You're not doing what I want. It's not happening the way I want it. So obviously, cruise line, you must do better. Well, we got another example of that. And I could kind of see their point depending on the situation. So let's read this comment from Carnival Cruise Lines talking about a situation in the main dining room where there was another table being apparently loud, being, having a good time, it sounds like, during dinner. But, well, these people, they weren't having that. We are currently on the panorama. So far, dinner in the dining room. There are always drunken fools who like to be the center of attention with very loud conversations and profanities. Ask Maitre D to please let them know to keep it down so we can enjoy our dinner. Maitre D did nothing. He said he will just ask our servers to rush their service. Carnival, do better. Now, I would like to think that if this other table was yelling, screaming, truly being obnoxious in the dining room, just standing up and yelling profanity all around, that the cruise line would have done something about it. It does kind of sound like maybe they were having a really nice time, laughing, joking, telling stories, sharing their day over at their table. And yeah, maybe they were a little louder. It can be noisy in the dining room. They were speaking up to hear each other. It could have been both directions. Maybe they were obnoxious. Maybe they weren't. But to me, this kind of reads like, look, we want a quiet, enjoyable dinner, and people in here are not providing that for us. We told the maitre d, and they did nothing. They did not go around and tell people to be quiet for us. Now, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Does Carnival need to do better? Now, have you ever gone by the guest services line on any cruise, especially when it's busy, and thought to yourself, what I want to do is come up with an excuse, to come up with a reason, to find the littlest thing humanly possible, so I have an excuse to get in that line and complain to guest services. I personally have never, ever wanted to get in the guest services line. I certainly have never come up with the pettiest little reason I can think of to get in that customer service line. But I do believe there's some professional complainers out there, and sometimes you just need to have a reason to get in it and complain. At least that's what I think must have happened from this post. Worst thing about this cruise so far: put some effort into your towel animals Carnival, currently waiting at guest services to complain. Give you a second to enjoy that particular towel animal. Now, I'm really hoping that this was supposed to have been a joke. I'm really hoping this was really supposed to have been, or intended to be, a satire post. Because if that towel animal is the worst thing you have had happen to you on this cruise, and that is the reason you are going to go down and get in line in guest services to complain, if this post is real, then yeah, you are simply looking for a reason to get in that line. And if this post is real, does anybody think the word compensation and refund will not be used at guest services? And finally, one last one for you. And with this one, I don't know, maybe cruising isn't for you. I mean, I can definitely, before I even read the comment, tell you the answer is no. Not to the cruising part, to the comment itself. But you know what? Let's read it. Can I bring my air fryer on board to heat up food from the buffet? I plan on eating mostly in my room, just to avoid all of the viruses going around. No, you cannot bring your air fryer on board. Read the prohibited items list. If you plan to eat all of your meals in your cabin because of the viruses going around, I got to question whether or not you should get on that cruise ship at all. Because are you going to not attend any events on board the ship? You're not going to the theater, no shows. You're not going to be up on any of the decks. I mean, if that's how you want to cruise, of course you can do that. If you want to spend the whole cruise in your room, you absolutely can. Can't have an air fryer, but you can spend it in your room. But if you're concerned of all these viruses going around and then you're going to get on a cruise ship, those people are still going to be there. They won't be in your room, but they're going to be all around the ship. And I personally say, if that's your concern, cruising's probably not going to be for you, because you're either going to have to go to the restaurant, the buffet, whatever the case may be, to get the food to take it back to your room. So you're still going to interact with these people. Or you're going to pay and order room service. That's going to give you limited choices compared to what you can get elsewhere, but I guess it's doable. But yeah, no air fryer in your room. Sorry. No crock pot, no cooking skillet, nothing. You cannot cook in your cruise cabin with appliances you bring from home. No. And that's going to be our video this week. What do you guys think? Are they right? Are they wrong? Do these people even belong on board cruise ships? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. You haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.